wrestling right now. We're gonna do an extreme workout today, a HIIT workout. And I'm going to get some water because we're gonna be together into this for like 2 or 3 hours. Also gonna get some sunscreen because yeah, we're gonna be out. Gonna go get my hat as well and some solar glasses here. Let's try. Where are my new Oakleys? Here they are. I'm gonna get some gloves as well because yeah, we're gonna do some pull-ups and don't want to ruin my hands. So this is the material of today. By the way, if you're watching this, like what actually inspired me to do this, Cameron Hines. Do you guys follow Cameron? Cameron is the son of actually Cameron UltraHIIT Hines is his name. Okay, so one glove here. Where the fuck is my other glove? Here. Yeah, UltraHIIT. So UltraHIIT Hines, he was inspired by David Goggins. UltraHIIT is this young kid. His dad is a legend. So yeah, what's his name? Cameron. He did this book about. He's like a crossbow hunter, very special dude, and yeah, they're really inspiring these dudes. They do like these challenge. Shred did 8K pull-ups, which is quite impressive. Just so you know, what I'm gonna drink here, what I'm gonna fuel on, creatine and BCAAs. That's what we're gonna fuel on today for this challenge. And I might need a bit more water. The why is pretty simple, like why we actually do these challenges. It's because the mindset gains are just insane, right? So I think I'm doing this like once a quarter. I'm gonna do like almost 2 scoops of creatine. And yeah, the mindset gains are just totally insane, out of this world, right? Like if you are stuck in life or in business, that one of the best thing you can do, you don't need to go that extreme, but once a quarter you can set something quite challenging for yourself. For example, going to run a marathon, yeah, or half marathon, for example. So I think I'm good on water, or am I? How can I bring? Okay, I have Vichy Catalan. I'll bring this huge bottle of Vichy Catalan to the roof. Nice hydrolyte profile just to stay hydrated. I'm pretty well hydrated, so let's go to the roof and let's go see what is awaiting us here. So yeah, I'll be dropping like some value bombs while I'll be working out. It's my favorite state to be in, to give advice when I'm in pain, not only because you have all these endorphins, but yeah, it's just like it's good advice, you know, because it doesn't come from a place of comfort. You probably know of these people that give advice from a place of comfort, right? These people usually they talk out of their asses. Their advice is not to be taken into account because it doesn't come from a place of realness, right? It's just like, hey, grow your business. My dad just gave me $2 million. And they probably made like 100K in revenue in the last 2 years. That's total bullshit, you know. It's just like me right now today. I'm gonna give you advice while I'm in pain. A lot of people are in pain, right? Whether it's their jobs or whatever. So I'll be in pain too. And yeah, this should be fun. So without further ado, let's start. We have an interesting list today. And yeah, let me back. My wife loves to call me or text me, whatever, when I'm on these lives. So let us start. And resume, 1.2K jump squats, 1.2K jump lunges, 750 push-ups, which is a lot. Two 250 pull-ups on the machine, and yeah, 500 dips. So let's start, guys. Let's start. I'll just put my cell phone here away from the sun. You should be able to see me. It's not pretty. I'm gonna drop my walking bag here, and we're gonna start. My back is still hurting from the last couple of days. But yeah, guys, this is interesting. Let's start. You should be able to have a nice little view here. There you go. So let's go. Let's start with these jump squats. Just gonna turn it around like this. All right, so jump squats, right? Let's go. One. I'm gonna count in my head. So the light part should be easy. It's hot here. I'm gonna stack the squats in 100s. $75. Whew. All right, so whew. I'm not doing a lot of cardio nowadays, so bear with me here. I'm gonna go get my watch real quick. All right. So, yeah, my cardio, I'm like bodybuilding nowadays, so that'll be interesting. Yeah, I want to track that workout because it's gonna be interesting. Checking the calories, the heartbeat, and so forth. Ooh, the last 20 are quite hard. And it's harder than I expected here. Whew. Hey. So, yeah, this will be interesting, guys, because yeah, the demons already resurfaced, right? Even from the first 100, it's like, are you insane? We're at 200 now. There's 1,000 more to go. It's hot as shit. Somewhat dehydrated. I understand this may be boring content to many, but I think it's a great video to watch in the background for anyone that is building something meaningful. Just remind yourself that greatness is around the corner. Let's go for 300. Fuck. Oh, shit. Whew. Yeah. 300, 900 more to go. This is shorter than a marathon, but yeah, it's different. Just like a marathon, you need to pace yourself. And the sun is coming very close to here, so I will need to figure strategy out. If it keeps on coming, maybe we can go downstairs. And by the way, this is very similar to challenges we faced in a marathon. This is about figuring shit out on the fly. So yeah, let's go for 400. Oh. What I like from these guys is that you can do these from your house. Extreme challenge from your house. You need to think in increments, not the goal in its totality. Bit by bit, step by step. Oh man, this is hard. Vete. Or 400 freaking jump squats. I'm doing well. Yeah, a lot of people in life, they look at the end picture, right? And they get real intimidated as per what they see. No shit, Sherlock. So this is a big flaw of the mind. It's like, oh, I want to be a billionaire. And all of a sudden I need to work 20-hour days. I need to risk my reputation, da-da-da. Well, yes, that's the big picture. The big picture is not meant to be looked at frequently, because a lot of us, we get scared by the enormous mountain ahead of us. But if you slice it up in small digestible parts, all of a sudden it becomes very doable. Let's go for 500. The technique, guys, it doesn't matter that much here. Find your technique. Just do the numbers. We're here for the numbers, the mental gains, not the fucking perfection technique. We're not here for the gains and we've been taught to be scared little bitches from our childhood. Oh, you're sick, stay home. Fuck that. Go forward. 1 foot in front of the other. Ah, 500. Fuck. Ah, man, this is gonna be hard. So, another way that the mind plays tricks on you. Right now I'm at 500, right? What is my demon saying? It's saying you're not even halfway there in the first exercise, that is, right? So, at first when I was doing marathons, I would look at the numbers, kilometer 1, kilometer 2, kilometer 13. But I learned that this was bullshit, right? It's gonna take as long as it's gonna take, and I can't escape that because the only outcome is me succeeding, right? So why even have that chatter with my monkey? Monkey doesn't know what the fuck is happening, what I'm aiming for. The monkey wants to keep you safe. Doesn't know anything about greatness. So, and numbers are just numbers, right? Even time is like a fiction. So it's just like to situate yourself, but don't ever get into that chatter. And that goes the other way around. When you feel that you're nearing the end and you're like, all positive, rah, rah, right? I'm almost done. Being done is not the goal here, guys. The goal is gains. Let's go for 600. By the way, another concern is I'm not sure if this live is gonna hold on battery wise, so who cares? And again, this life is an inspiring tool and somewhat of an accountability tool, right? Doing it in front of you guys, although very few people are watching. So if it shuts down, it shuts down. It's a phone, guys. It's not the end of the world. Now, I'm really lucky here with my dogs in this beautiful rooftop gym that, if you can, I do recommend you work out like with a nice view in nature. Whew. So it's getting easier. Heartbeat is 167. We're at 600 jump squats, halfway done. And my mind is like, what the fuck have you just gone into? My body weight is like better or higher than it was. I'm at like 170-ish pounds, while my running weight is 150. Usually really lean body fat. So my mind is like, bro, are you even gonna make this, you know? You're heavier, you're not training cardio nowadays. So that's what's going through my mind. So the mind is quite creative, right? It uses your frontal lobe, your amygdala convinces your frontal lobe to come up with very creative excuses, right? And that's the same way we lie to ourselves on a daily basis, right? It's not, you don't take that decision because this is the best decision for you most of the time. You take that decision because that's what's going to protect you from quote unquote dying, because your amygdala is fucking freaking out all the time, especially if you're not working out and if you've chose the easy path since you were born, right? Like most of us. So goal here is just to keep on going. I mean, you listen to the chatter and you're like, ah, that's interesting. That's fun, you know, that's cool. You're quite creative. Like a children, right? I don't think most of us listen to children's. It's just like, okay, you give it attention, give it love. It's definitely not going to be responsible for the actions you're going to take to achieve your own greatness. You're going for 700 here. What most of you don't know is that as good as your amygdala is to create bullshit in your mind, your body is a fine piece of engineering that can almost withstand anything you put in front of it. So, most of us become weaklings because we just convince ourselves that we can't do shit. The body listens to the mind and vice versa. So you created that weakling. In reality, you're strong and powerful. What? This is hard. We're at 700 now. Okay, the psychology of pain and complaining. Is it good to let out these screams and complain and be like, this is painful? Well, pain needs an outlet. And right now I'm starting this, and I'm not saying I'll shout like that throughout the workout. Maybe I will, but in me, I don't allow myself to win a pity party, but I will do some testo shouts, which raise my testosterone, lower my cortisol. What are we now? Yeah, we're going for 800 for the next one. It's getting over pretty soon. It's pretty fast. But yeah, it's like definitely not having a pity party, right? Oh, I'm in such pain, I want my mommy. That's pretty bad. It's more like a warrior shout. Now my quads are on fire, as one would expect after 700 jump squats. But no time for fucking around. Let's go for 800. Ah. Ah. 800. Does the body get weaker when you push it to its limits like that? I mean, sure, I'm losing electrolytes and gotta cover the basics, right? That's why I'm drinking this, but I tend to think in my mentality in those events is first momentum, and scientifically I think the body adapts to shit. It's not like we're decaying, or the mind is at least adapting to that. You're becoming stronger and stronger, right? So although you may lose your pace, although you may lose your rhythm, that's not what matters. You're like getting strong in here, even after a workout, right? As we have talked about, but stuff tends to get easier with time. The more you compound it. So let's go with that mentality. Next point, after I'm done crunching 900. So Siri said that my exercise ring is closed. Sure. Oop, that is heating up. Smart Siri. Genius Siri. So let's go for 900. By the way, you can follow along with me if you're extreme enough. Fuck. We're at 900 now. And my legs are becoming shaky, as one would expect after 900 of these. We're going for 1,000 after that one, which is a pretty significant milestone, right? I think that was my personal record, or 1,100. So I think one objective in life is over like surpassing competition, right? Because you're your number one competition. I think having competitors is great, or even fictional ones like Patrick Bet-David's books, Choose Your Enemy Wisely says. They're fictional, right? Because competition doesn't really exist. Why? Because you can't compare your potato to their oranges, right? This is not compatible. Different backgrounds, different environments, different goals, different psychology, right? Different community, different country, etc., 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 different niche. So I think, you set your own personal records, and surpassing these is usually a pretty big milestone. So yeah, next up we're going to talk about haters, which is one of my favorite topics, which is related to the competition, right? It's just another tool in my box to keep on getting better. I think I did 10 more, so 1,000. Does it matter if you did more than your fair share in life while nobody's watching, while you don't get the credits for these? No, doesn't matter, because life is about learning. It's about getting better, right? That's how you win at life, by doing work in the shadow that no one notices, and not seeking credits for it. Although gamification, self-gamification is essential. I do gamify my goals, right? And yeah, playing it like a video game, sort of. Was a top World of Warcraft player when I was younger. Still bring that competitive mindset with me. I would just wreck everyone in PvP. Back then, it was like arenas, right? 2vs2. And I was a beast mastery hunter, for those that know that class. And it was such a non-conventional class in spec, right? Which is the specialization of your character. And I would just enrage my beast and enrage myself in the process after some server updates. And yeah, in like 10 seconds, I'd be done with pretty much everyone. No one expected that, right? It's like, what the fuck is this? Which is a big business lesson. Be unconventional, yeah? And that very much implies working in the shadow. I first tested all classes that were offered to me: a warrior, a rogue, a warlock, a mage. Then I settled on hunter for some reason, because I probably loved that. Your own ikigai may take some time, and I'm conscious that I'm making parallels between a human design game and life and business, but isn't it the same? Wasn't business designed by humans? There's some rules, right? And you gotta play these rules, not the laws, but like the rules of the game to succeed. So try a bunch of things, see what you love in life, try to find your ikigai, and scale it, and be unapologetic about it, you know, be unconventional. That's how you succeed. So I guess I'll talk about haters on the next one here. But I'll start with a brief word on fucking haters till I do my 1100. And that word is that haters that comment on your posture and you're not doing the right technique, you know, you're half-assing it. They probably they probably can do like 30 jump squats. I'll do 1,200 today. And also, humans will be humans. Even if you get feedback from a loved one, mom, dad, sister, brother, cousin, friend, be careful who you take your feedback from. Most of it is bullshit. Even if they're trying to help, have a system for that. Holy shit. That was a big ass fucking wasp. Oh my god. 1,100. Let me give you my heartbeat. 164. So you can see the adaptation. Also, I'm burping, right? That's BCAAs and creatine being digested, so my body is well adapting. That's the good news. Haters, right? Haters nowadays, I can tell you I went through various phases of haters, right? First being offended and trying to understand them, giving them empathy, and being like, fuck them again. And then trying to understand them again, because it's hard to understand a hater because you're just not them, right? I mean, some of us are sometimes hateful, jealous, right? And I came up to this conclusion lately. Haters are really helpful. So if you've had any success, you'll have haters. If you never had any haters, you're not successful. It's clear cut like that in any space, even if you're doing good, you know. I mean, if you're saving the environment, people will be like, fucking hipster, because there will be an endless cycle of anger pretty much forever. The capitalist system favors it, you know. And yes, there's some winners and losers in that system. It's pretty clear. And the best way losers can win is crab people down, you know, in their own bucket of mediocrity. So that being said, to me, I think most of empathy is bullshit, right? Sure, I have empathy. I did not have empathy when I started in this life, you know. Very ambitious, very narcissistic, egotistic, but I can tell you that, I mean, haters, if you use them as a leverage to help you achieve your goals, you will get to love haters. Not because you're converting it into love, but you will literally get a shitload of value because of haters. So how this happens, by the way, success is varying, right? So you might have haters sometimes, some other times not. Forget about them and all of a sudden they resurface, right? Success is not linear. So you need a better system than just like mindset when you think about haters. So my system that I've created for that is a hater GPT. The hater GPT, I just chat with it and I have a list of my top haters in there, right? Why I won't achieve this, why I'm a loser, why I'm a big talker, low action taker, right? And it covers all my weak angles where people can stab me, you know, and hurt me. So not only am I developing a shield out of that, but when I start my day, I use hater GPT to motivate me to achieve my goals. And guess what? It fucking works. It's with me all the time. And yeah, that's just another example how you can weaponize something that is playing against you, right? So with that hater lesson being said, let's go for 1,200. The hater would say, by the way, hey Charles, are you talking or are you working out? You know? Well, guess what, hater? My legs feel good right now, and I'm fucking going for 1,200. Ah. Oh. Oh. Oh my God. Oh. It's done, guys. First one is done in 45 minutes. Holy shit. So, I'm not sure how long this live will last, but we're getting there. So, as I was suffering, my brain was making a plan on how to actually achieve this, right? What did I say? 750 fucking push-ups? Holy moly. That is a lot of push-ups. It's 15 sets of 50. Crappity crap. So, it's like, should I do the push-ups now? Yeah, let's do the push-ups. I think that's the hardest part. Then I'll be back on my feet with jump lunges, which should technically be easy. My legs are not murdered, but yeah, it's incredible, the human body, right? I mean, yes, I'm an ultra runner and all that, but it's incredible to see that these things just powering me to 1,200 jump squats. So the interesting thing, so I did 12 sets here. The interesting thing with push-ups is that, yeah, it might get even harder. I'm realizing that. Why? Because a set of 50 push-ups is hard if you've tried. Yeah, 50 push-ups is pretty hard. So let's see here. Let's start. So it's going well. I have some kind of technique, right? Which is fast twitch, fast explosive twitch. Would this technically count as a world record? Maybe not, because real push-ups are like 90 degrees, but maybe when I get more disciplined and serious about these, maybe I can bring some technique to the play. And then what's stopping me from getting there, right? It's that's the question. And Cameron Haynes, actually Truett Haynes, his son, that did 8,000 push-ups, asked himself the 8,000 pull-ups, sorry, which is way fucking harder. He asked himself the same question, right? What does it take? And his answer was pain and discipline, right? So that's all you need to achieve greatness. Well, most of it. $100. So what I'm observing with the push-ups, by the way, I'm just gonna double check if it's 750, I'm pretty sure. What I'm seeing with the push-ups is that is pretty good. It's good news, you know, because it means I'll finish these quicker. It's important the breaks you take in between, right? The breaks, they're not like comfort pauses. They're more like changing an F1 car rapidly, efficiently, giving it gas, right? In Ironman, transitions can make or break you. You take too much time, because at some point, if you relax your body too much, it's gonna stop, right? And you don't want that. Some people, for that reason, they don't take any pauses in ultras. But if you don't take pauses, you might stall altogether. For example, I'm at 150 now, and yeah, it's getting pretty hard. I'm feeling the pain in my chest, right? But we have a good beat, a good progress, and that's the importance to keep on going. You absolutely need some breaks, because else, you might get injured even if you don't take these breathers. It also allows you to reevaluate the situation, right? Are you good? Are you not? If not, what's the solution, right? And now my brain is, so we're 200 push-ups in. It's somewhat easy, right? But my brain is trying to figure out, okay, there's the sun, 25 sets. So it's like, how the fuck am I going to do that, right? So that's the strategy aspect here. And like, okay, what do we do first? Do we go down? We avoid the sun. And that's the magic of the brain algo, right? The brain algorithm. It will calculate stuff. So my brain, for example, right now is saying, before I go on that pull-up bar under the sun, maybe wait until the sun goes down. But like, yeah, I think in the end I won't have a choice. I think I'll do like I'll do it right after the jump lunges. I also just realized I forgot to add the abdominals in there. So it's gonna be interesting. Yeah, it's like, do we add some abs? Do we skip abs? Let's see. Let's go for 250 here. And dogs annoying the fuck out of me. I think they want to go out. What we will do, we will switch destination. I'll bring my dogs down. Maybe get a charger for the battery. Continue the record down. So 250 push-ups, 500 more to go. Ming, we're gonna continue the workout downstairs. Right. By the way, the last abdominals hurt the fuck out of me. I'm gonna place this here. Name, Nina, Leila, Ding. That's all. Name, Leila, Ding, begin. Alright, so the dogs are out. I let the dogs out. Glasses are off. Let's continue the workout. So, yeah, push-ups are getting really difficult. Let's see how far I can scale these. What should we do? I'm gonna drink a little bit and stop and analyze, right? Like at some point, if you watch the UltraHIIT Haynes record, sometimes it's good to stop and go for longer pauses, right? To analyze shit up and see if you're on track. We gotta finish this, and I'm gonna fuel on pure water. Let's go for 300. Yeah, the hurt is definitely there. 300 push-ups on 750. I think the importance is breathing too, right? Because when the lactic acid gets in there, I'm proud of myself, you know, like even if this workout would stop here for a technical failure or whatever reason, I'd still be happy with me. And that is confidence, that is maturity, that is certainty right there. You don't need to spike cortisol needlessly. Before, during, or after is just useless, right? We all need a healthy dose of cortisol, but yeah, people overdo it. 99% of people. Have you ever tried the Vichy Catalan water? Tastes pretty terrible, like full of sodium, but it's probably the best hydrator for these types of workouts. So we're going for 350 push-ups. Yeah, close to halfway there. Okay, so what I did there, I went a bit wider, was easier, find my speed as well. So we're at 400 push-ups, a couple more to go. It's funny, right? A couple more, 350 more push-ups to go, just a couple. And what can you see here? Obviously, I worked on this mindset of mine for years, but can you see the difference in my mindset from the start of this workout with momentum and now? Just a couple of push-ups, right? That is how you transform mindsets through momentum to accomplishing stuff that you didn't think you were capable of. That's the hack right there. Simple as that. Just a couple. So 350 more. Three hundred more, meaning we're at 450. 350 more to go. I think this water will pay off big time because it's hydrating, and yeah, the salt. That is a big hack when you do ultra endurance event. People tell you hydrate, but no, at the elite level, of course, you think differently. You listen to your body, you get to know your levels of hydration, and a lot of people, you don't know about that, but they bunk out. They literally lose consciousness because they're too hydrated. They don't have enough salt in them. So yeah, I said 350 more to go, right? So let's go. So we're at 400. We're going for 450, and let's go. Are we? Yes. Here it's cooler, so I think I got a nice energy boost from that. On the top it was friggin' hot, probably like 40 degrees. So I'm glad that I made the strategic move to come down. 300 more to go. So we're at 500 now. $250 more to go. I'll just focus on one number because my brain is getting confused by number at this stage, which goes to show you where my blood is going. It's going to my pecs. My legs, definitely not going here. So let's do 50 more so that we only have 200 more push-ups to do. That will be 500, which is pretty mythical, right? 500 push-ups, holy shit. That's a lot of push-ups. By the way, I didn't take a break in the last push-up set, and yeah, I could feel it. Breaks are pretty essential. Any very hard endeavor that you do, you're gonna need breaks, man. Unless you're fucking Killian Jornet, for those of you that know Killian, fucking machine. Genetically, but also mentally, this guy is just next fucking level. So let's crunch 50 more. All right, 200 more to go. 500, that's pretty mythical. Needless to say that if you do these UltraHIIT, you get in incredible shape. Thing is, like when you lift weights, you consume protein, you're building your body, you look a specific way. There's like a specific physiognomy. It's not like lean muscle, it's just like a mountain type of look, right? And the way you walk, you're all fucking stuck up, you know, but when you do body weight, I would personally argue that, yeah, these are the best looking bodies as a natural fit human would look, right? And people have excuses all the time, you know. I don't want to go take my car, go to the gym. I don't have weight. I don't have time. But the thing is, with your body weight, all you need to do is open YouTube, put 15 minutes HIIT, and voila, you're basically done. You open the YouTube, you just follow what the guy does for 15 minutes. No excuses. Right, like 50 more. Let's go. All right, so gotta admit, this is becoming easier. I think you've seen that in my last workouts, right? Is it because it's a different muscle? I think it's like way more accelerated. I think I'm doing like literally 1 push-up a second. So it's like more explosive, right? Maybe there's a creatine. I know that my technique is not perfect. I think my push-up technique is better than my jump squats technique. But yeah, I mean, jump squat, do you want like me to go ass to grass? I mean, I could do like probably 10 like that, you know? So I want to talk about dichotomies after I'm done these 50, but we only have 100 left after that. Dichotomies, guys. What are dichotomies? I think, the first author to talk about dichotomies in the leadership context was Jocko Willink. Jocko Willink, he's a Navy SEAL guy, fucking stud. I love this guy. He doesn't love me back, but so what? And dichotomies mean that, Charles is saying like at some point I should have this mindset, but then he's justifying his bad technique, right? So first, I'm not perfect. I make mistakes. I'm still a work in progress, like everyone. But second, what I found out about life is that in some situations you might act in one playbook, and in some other you might act with another playbook. Yes, there needs to be some consistency, some values that are there. Call it 80% of the time. But for example, I need to be patient when results are not coming in, right? But I need to be extremely impatient about actions as a Stoic philosophy. That's a good example of dichotomy. So stop thinking that everything is black and white. It's not. It's different playbooks for different situation. And that's it. Yeah, so 50 push-ups left. That's the good news. My upper body is still holding on. The next challenge will be finding a plug so that I can bring you through the roof again, or maybe I can do that right effing now if I figure this out here. Yeah, I'll just bring a plug here. We can do the lunges, and after the lunge we go to the roof, we do pull-ups, and after pull-ups we do dips. I really didn't put a lot there, so yeah, but pull-ups are hard, man. Pull-ups are hard. What I can do the pull-ups from my office bar as well. Maybe not so good of an idea because my office bar, I don't know if it's gonna hold on. So let's finish the push-ups. Let's start the lunges. I'm also gonna go for a water refill. So I did 60 for the show. When it's not hard enough, guys, in the workout context, right? A little bit more. Or in the work context, if today's too easy, add difficulty on it. It's not because you have a calendar that, you need to go easy. I mean, if you need a break, take the rest of the day off, right, to recover. But sometimes it's like, I don't have meetings now. Let's just go. Bye-bye. No, just add a small layer of difficulty to it. We're done with the push-ups, guys. So pretty happy with that. We're gonna add some abdominals also because it's this shit too easy. I'm gonna make a refill of water also. And we're gonna start the lunges. Okay, so I got a plug here. Water refill will wait because Lunges, your stomach goes up and down, right? You don't want to move that Mr. Stomach too much. Let's try this. All right. Let's try this. Just connecting my cell phone and now we're gonna try like this here. Oh, I think that should be stable. So we have 1,200 lunges. So let us start. Shit. Whew. These are pretty hard. Oh, yeah, legs are a complete different specimen from the arms. They're big chunks of meat. And obviously I'm doing these in sets of 100, but the point is I get way more tired. 161. Well, the push-ups, they were so fast, right? Different type of muscle, more like fast twitch, the pecs. So yeah, back in the pain cave again. The pain cane. I'm grateful to be here though. I love having good quality air when I work out. What I love about this house is that there's like big windows everywhere. So yeah, I'm grateful for that. I'm also grateful that I'll finish my creatine soon. I can drink cold water after that. You gotta be grateful for the small things in life. I'm not saying that, you need to be woo-woo grateful all the time, but in tough situations, it helps to be grateful. So, cheers to that. Are lunges easier than squats? Not really. It's like a squat when you think about it. little bit easier because you find a technique. For those wondering how many dogs I have 5. So I love doggies. They're the greatest thing in your life before children's. We're getting ready for that. Pretty excited about that. It's oddly enough, it should be my #1 goal, but yeah, producing a baby, we're trying, but I think a man's role is protecting his family, right? For most of us, it's easy to have kids, but most people put little scums on this planet. That's why society is taking time to reshape itself in the right direction, although I think it is getting better. So I'm really focusing on still financial goals and stuff like that. If you see my hustle on social media, give me a shout out. What I was thinking while I was doing these lunges is like my former life from 16 to 20 or 22 is like alcohol, drugs, then was women and so forth. I'm like, isn't a workout like the same thing but different? Meaning that I'm destroying my body, right? Like when you get drunk, you just destroy your body, you destroy your liver, you destroy your brain. But the first question is like, did I get better because of that? I don't know. It's a good question because yeah, physiologically, of course not, right? But mentally, anyway, that's a full other conversation. But the point is, view a workout like instead of going out and going shit face, just go do one of these workouts. You'll have a very similar effect on your brain, aka getting high, having fun. After a while, you'll have a body hangover the next day, but you will recover and you'll get better. I think a lot of ultra runners are ex-addicts, by the way. Ooh. Ooh. Oh. 300 friggin' lunges. Yeah, lunges are easier because you find your rhythm and it's like skating or skiing. So yeah, but as I was saying, starting this workout, right, the momentum is pretty significant. So often in life I'll be like, this is super hard. How the fuck will I do it, you know? This will only get harder. Truth is, once you get momentum, once you get into it, it becomes easier. And again, I'm gonna come back to that fallacy, right? Oh, Charles, you're this ultra athlete, you're so resistant to pain and have such an incredible cardio. I want to debunk that, you know, like I'm a normal guy. was never good at sports when I started in life. You know, I wasn't destined, I wasn't bred that way. I was way fucking better at video games, I can tell you that. So the point here is that it's mostly a mental game. It's not something that I had. It's not my genes, you know. I mean, from my mom's side, there's like obesity. From my dad's side, sort of, not the healthiest as well. The Irish alcoholic gene, sort of. What they gave me genetically was a mind, though, that I will thank them for that. But from a body perspective, and what I mean by mind is like intelligence, right? But I wasn't born a resilient son of a bitch. I was born, I was smart, I was influential, but I was never like the better than some of my friends at sports, let's say, right? Like in Quebec, there's the hockey culture, and my friends, they all played hockey since they were 4. Many of them have gone to play AAA, some of them in the National League, right? Not this jaw, so let's go for 400. $400. Okay, so temperature is good here, which makes me more confident. Heartbeat is lower. Caffeine kicked in. BCAAs and creatine, I meant. Well, that's going well. 1,200 is a total different beast from 750 fast push-ups, right? It's way more of a marathon. That's what I'm realizing. The last break was good because I could see these hundreds were easier, but it doesn't get easier. But what you can observe in my psychology is that it's up and downs. It's always up and downs. Yes, there's more momentum. Yes, there's everything, but any physiological stimuli can come in at any point, and that can fuck with your brain, right? It's all about focusing on what you can control at that level. Keep being realistic, right? Make a smart strategy to fix that problem, and try diminishing your cortisol, especially in my case, you know, when I'm racing, when I'm doing an endurance event. For example, my last 100K, right? My full mentality going into that race and throughout the race was, can you calm yourself down? Can you breathe deep? Can you relax? Can you smile, you know? Because as soon as cortisol sets in, your heartbeat accelerates. You start breathing faster, more CO2 in your blood. And from there, it goes downhill. It's pretty easy. That's how many races finish, right? Like a lot of people they finish these races because they have gone down a self-loading negative spiral, right? It's like, oh my God, I can't breathe. I'm having this panic attack. By the way, panic attacks are real, right? I had one of these, but I was able to control these. And as much as these are terrible, in my analysis of these is like mostly too much cortisol in the system, right? And the wrong mix of chemistries. I think you can go through those, and by the power of the mind, right? By bringing you back to this earth here and reassuring you with words, right? We can do that. That's sports psychology. But that being said, let's go to 500. Not make that video last fucking forever. That was pretty easy. Maybe I'm talking too much here. 500 lunges on 1,200 lunges. Who does that, right? What is wrong with this guy? Drinking from this BCAA creatine sludge. Another demon that keeps resurfacing in my brain for some reason, right? And that's something I need to work on is time. I'm so obsessed with time in a business context, right? Always fucking doing something productive. And I love setting myself objectives, but when it comes to moonshots, like what I'm doing right now here, you cannot time these. So again, coming back to the cortisol thing, don't stress yourself with like some arbitrary fucking deadline, you know? That is for the elitist of the elite, you know? I mean, Jeff Bezos can start talking about precise billion-dollar deadlines in 3 months. A pro Ironman can be like, I'm gonna finish that under 8 hours. Most of us at our levels, it's just finishing, right? It's just finishing. A lot of people get way too fucking obsessed with time. The result of that, they're stressed out son of bitches, and they sacrifice a bunch of other things, right? I mean, if you're realistic about the sub 8 or 9 hour Ironman, you'll sacrifice a whole lot of shit. So let's go with 600 here. 600. 150 58 heartbeat. I'm mentioning my heartbeat for those of you that know our HRV, heart rate variability, or heartbeat per minute actually, HBM. Why I'm mentioning this is that most of the time, right, your level of pain is equal to your heartbeat. Right now my level of pain is sort of low, which is why I'm gonna do 100 in a couple of seconds now. But if you wanna stimulate pain in you, have a smartwatch and try to go 170, 180, 190. Then you will feel the pain, That's where your full body starts freaking out. So when you do endurance sports and you want to sort of moderate the pain, the intensity, so that you can finish that moonshot, right? You need to aim for stage 2, stage 3, zone 2, zone 3. Zone 3 is usually 150. Let's go for 700 here. $800, 400 more to go. I want to talk about making fun of people, which is similar to the hater spectrum. Making fun of people, it's cool to have fun and to laugh it out sometimes and to let or stress out, but ultimately when you make fun of someone, when you try to win so that they lose, that's mostly called being a bitch, right? It's like you need to externalize your pain to someone. You can use humor without putting others down, by the way. That's something I'm getting into, but also if someone makes fun of you, it's not the end of the world, right? You've made fun of someone. Everyone makes fun of people, and when you understand the fundamentals, sometimes not even understanding that they want to have the best of people. Usually humans are quite ignorant. You just understand that, it's pretty logic. That's what people do. It's not necessarily against you, right? So don't bother if people are making fun of you. Another thing I want to talk about during these workouts and the content that I'm making out of this, what's my goal? I think is a good reminder of where I'm getting with these workouts. It's mostly the content side of it, right? Except the mindset gains and motivating people. I like talking and thinking and producing content in altered states. I think these insights that I'm dropping here, you would never get them from me in a normal old caffeinated Charles stage, right? I think I can drop good content and in that state that is. And the person that introduced me to that is David Goggins himself, right? So, David, right? Not a business person, not the smartest human around, but oddly enough, he's one of the guy that's dropping the most wisdom in our modern times. Might say a bunch of dumb things, but he certainly bring back one important message to this society of ours, and is that do not forget that doing the actual work and grinding is most of the algorithm of success. A lot of people, they cut corners, right? And they're lazy. They don't do what they said they would. And I think this guy is amazing for doing that. He's a fucking stud. Let's go for 900. He could just be doing military shit and stay shut in silence about it, but the guy actually decided to put the message out there and get a bunch of haters. And I think for that, he helped a bunch of people get their shit together and go after it. 'What is time? Time, right? 300 more lunges to go. What is numbers? Mathematics. Mathematics is part of the whole scheme, the whole equation, but it's not everything. Time, when your brain is on endorphins like I am right now, and dopamine, it passes incredibly quick. If I'm on cortisol and fucking adrenaline and norepinephrine, I think is what they're called, time passes incredibly slow. It's painful, right? So time is associated with our perception and what we register out of it, right? So I think that sometimes we're like, a 6-hour marathon, a 10-hour marathon, crap. I'm gonna crap my pants. I'm gonna have my hamstring stuck. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna be in pain. It's gonna be horrible. But that's a false perception. It's your current state of mind that is projecting that and making this a reality, right? So don't get ahead of yourself, just flow with what's in front of you and leverage these positive biochemicals. Sport is a good way to get these into your brain, right? That's ultimately how you get to accomplish very tough things. And that's why tough things are very easy for some people, because they have fun while doing it. And they don't convince themselves of fallacies and alternate realities that never happen. Let's go for 1,000. 1,000 fucking lunge. Jizz. What is the plan now? Well, for one, 200 more, so I can reach my goal of 1,200 lunges, jump lunges that is, not normal ones, not normal sissy ones. I'll do a bit of abs. Since I have a cold floor here, we'll add that to the challenge. Might finish an hour later. I don't care what is time, right? When you're having fun. And yeah, it's been literally 2 fucking hours that we have been starting that, which is pretty insane. Time passes so quick. Yeah, we're gonna do a couple of abs, right? And yeah, we'll go with the pull-up bar, and we'll finish up with some dips. The sun here in Oaxaca, it comes down at like 6:20, so might not get so lucky from a sun break perspective, but I have solar cream. The thing, and why I'm freaking out about the sun, some of you might be trying to figure this out, right? Like sun, well, first off, right, if we start from the fundamentals, it's like sun is like a nuclear bomb, right? So the radiations can have positive effects, right? But it just like totally dehydrates you and can really fuck with you. Yeah, for those of you that had like long sun exposure, right, you know, the dangers of that. Yeah, you can really bunk out, you know, and fucking fall flat out on your face if you're not careful about the sun. So that's why I'm a bit obsessive about this, because I know the dangers of it. But yeah, other than that, we're pretty lucky today. Which brings me to my next point before I start crunching 100 more. Be grateful of what you have in this life, right? Be grateful that you have this window of opportunities. Some of your ancestors, they never had these windows of opportunities like you have. Internet, a cell phone to create content, right? And to share a message with a community. Intelligence, artificial intelligence, of course, is amazing. ChatGPT, it just like unlocks so many doors, right? The opportunity to make money online without even moving your ass, walking to the next village to do commerce, right? Most of our ancestors, they had like 0 shots at the net, and some of them had 1 shot, right? So if they had to travel from one village to the next to sell a donkey, to sell goods, right? To sell wood, to sell art, to sell tapestry. I mean, they needed to do that for literally 30 fucking years, right? And I'm not talking like, just the physical aspect of it. I'm talking about risking their lives on a daily basis. It was the wild fucking west back then, right? Coming back with these resources, they had to be extremely Machiavellian, and that's why they were like way fucking tougher mentally. They were more like savages back then, and they had to do that for 30 years. So they had very little odds of making it ultimately. People nowadays, oh my god, man, they're such bitches, you know, like woke people. No, tax the rich, you know, like dude, or dudette most of the time. Like fuck, what are you even speaking about? You have endless opportunities. It's just the mindset, right? You decided from day one to be a bitch, like to complain about these people instead of starting to build your empire to eventually compete and outdo these people, right? Like Jeff Bezos did, like Musk that lost his mind as of late, or I don't know, was always the same. Entrepreneurial wise, Musk is a beast, you know, he's proved 0 to 1. So be grateful for the world that we have today. This world is a gift. This world is a gem. This world should be cherished, and instead of bitching out, start building right now. Doesn't mean that it's easy nowadays. I'm just saying that it's way fucking easier. So be grateful about that, you know? That is luck right there. That is the universe giving you a big ladder. 100 more. So we'd be hitting 1,100. 100 more and we're done. My brain is like, this is weird. Why are you filming yourself? Making your pain public. No one is watching. What's the point, you know? I want to start a movement with this. Like I said, like I explained, this is done live from your home. You don't need equipment, right? You just need to be a stud. And becoming a stud is very painful and it takes time. But is it worth it? 100%. Right? So it's possible whether this takes you 2 hours or 5 or 10 hours. Doesn't matter. If you can do it, you can build your mind, you can build your health, and this is fundamental to your financial success in this capitalist system, right? That is rigged. Yes, the capitalist system is rigged. It's not easy, but at least, like I said, you have a shot. You have a shot at it, right? And yes, you can hack it. If you're smart, if you have balls, if you have the mindset, you can make it and you can change the system, right? Does it need to be changed? Isn't it like a natural reward of working hard when you make it? It's a very tough question. We're seeing this with the DEI down funding nowadays, but I think it's certainly evolving, right, with technology and all the community involved. So yeah, I think with this these video series of mine, I think I can share alternative wisdom in alternative states. I think I can get you fit in the meanwhile. So to me, that is the greatest gift, right? Health and knowledge. There is no better gift. Even if I would send you $100 Amazon gift card, wouldn't be as good as what I'm doing right now, and if you're following. So without further ado, let's do the last 100. Let's go get some fucking water and finish up this workout. How many abs do you want me to do is the question. All right, legs are done. Yay. And we'll grab some water. Clean water, that's good. So the difference between this water and that water is the mineral content. If I would drink only this, oddly enough, because it has no sodium, I'd probably not get get dehydrated. Why? Because the sodium rock, it holds down the water. All this water doesn't have much minerals. Shout out to my New Yorkers out there, or I believe Brooklynians, to water. All right, so we're 2 hours in. How much abs you want me to do is the question. I'll do 500 crunch for you. Yeah, I'll do 500 crunch for you. So let's start with the crunches. Crunches, beaches. 500 crunches. Should I do them all at once? I'll do like sets of 100. All right, let's go. So like this, 1, 2, 3. I might move on these crunches. Crunches. Yeah, crunches are hard. I sort of lost count. Yeah, maybe like blood to the brain, and I'm like slippery, right? So do I have mats around here? Yes, I have a mat. Let me go get a mat. Yeah, crunches are tricky. Even 100 is pretty hard. What is the philosophy, guys, when it comes to limits? Your limits, right? Do you have limits? Do you have limits? How do you know if you have some limits if you don't test them, right? So why didn't I go with 1,000 crunches? Well, it's a gut decision, right? Maybe not to go over time too much. Maybe to relax, maybe because I'm a bitch. What are limits, you know? It's a very good question. It's a complex algorithm. Like everything, like every decision that you made, it's like your brain consulting thousands of scenarios of possibilities subconsciously. Maybe I'm exaggerating here. Maybe most humans are dumb and have like very simple algorithms. The point is, one, you won't ever know your limits if you don't test them. And two, sometimes it's just best for you that you put some kind of limits, right? For example, I get like all primed up when it comes to ultra marathons, and at some point I was like, okay, I'm gonna do the 160 kilometers of Ultra Bromont race, right? It's like, back then I was an Ironman. I've done distance running, but it's like if you have never fought with a sword and you're trying to fight a samurai, right? He's gonna completely fucking wreck you. And I did a good decision here of not going with the 160 because I did the 80K of Bromont and that completely destroyed me. Why? It's only 80 kilometers, right? No, it's fucking 32 mountain climbs. So like most of you can climb one mountain. Actually, some of you might not even be able to do one. The Bromont Ultra is literally 32 fucking mountains. And yeah, that destroyed me. I was completely demolished. I had GI issues also in the race. So my strategy for racing, my last race was my ex last before race was whatever that meant, was Ultra Bromont 80K. Now I did 100K in Puerto Vallarta not so long ago, and guess what? My next race isn't gonna be 160. It's gonna be 110 kilometers in Paraty, Brazil. Um, I'm going gradually, right? And some people would say, "Yeah, you're being a bitch," but the thing is, no, I'm not, because the Puerto Vallarta one also like destroyed me completely. And when I say that, I fucking mean that. Um, Not only was the race incredibly hard, but after the race I got like sick for a month and a half, and I had like panic attacks in the night because I was taking a syrup that fucked up with my brain, and I was waking up and I was like a shell of myself, and I got scared that I would do things, because I'm not myself. I don't know, kill someone, like it was so fucking dramatic, and there was like no way to stop it but with time, right? So, and that happened not only because of the syrup, but like all the stress that I imposed on myself. During the race I had to take care of like two runners and we were in the middle of nowhere, and I was like, we can't stop because the ants and mosquitoes are gonna eat us in the jungle. And like one guy was about to have a fucking heart attack. So that I got stuck in a plane while I was sick for like 4 flights. I went in the total cold to attend the fucking Rara Tony nonsense Robbins event. And yeah, like imagine 160, fuck that. So you gotta know your limits, is the point here, and not aim for too high, which is a very fine equilibrium, right? You need a lot of practice to take a decision that will challenge you but that won't kill you. That is the goal. Shit! So abs is like, it's another type of pain, abs, right? First, abs have like way less endurance from vs like other muscles. It's not like something you can scale. Like if you do legs exercises and push-ups, I mean, you've seen me, right? It's just flew right through. Different type. Maybe I'm not working my abs enough also is another fact, but yeah, I did 100. The first 100 were weird, as I would describe them. The second 100 that I did, there's 300 remaining. If you do the math, they were hard. Like at like 60 or 70, it was like pain cave. But that's the goal. That's the goal here. Abs are quite important, is what I'm realizing also as of late. A lot of workouts, they sort of do abs, but like not in a great way. I think that, yeah, like the abs on Apple Fit are pretty good. If you've ever done these. I don't have any tips for abs actually. I would need to chat with my biohacker GPT to know like what to do here. Or should I suggest you to plug these electrodes, like fucking Dave Asprey? Man, fucking Dave Asprey, what's going on with this guy? But yeah, they're hard. I'm glad I actually decided to do them. I want to talk about like, I mean, most of my audience are CEOs and founders, and we're all obsessed with ROI, right? I want to talk about the ROI of this thing that I'm doing, being pretty obsessed with ROI myself. A piece of wisdom for you is that sleeping is better than thinking while you're in bed, right? Meditating is better than thinking. And doing sports like that, especially extreme sport, is better than any business activity that you could do right now. A lot of CEOs, they're low level. They're not playing their highest game. Why? They're not working out. They're not challenging themselves. They're not understanding the benefits of working out for your brain in terms of better thinking, better sleeping, living longer. There's no business activity that will have a greater ROI than that. Even if you measure your time at like $5,000 an hour, there's none. And that is for one reason. Even if you're an idiot, if you work out and if you live longer, singularity is going to happen. And singularity will change the whole fucking game. For those of you that don't know, this is like the Moore's Law applied, right? And AI growing and just skyrocketing everything that was a reality to us, for the better, hopefully, right? And if you make it through singularity by extending your age, working out is the number one way to extend your age. Even more than diet and all that, for many reasons that I could get into. Well, you will be rewarded. Singularity, when will it happen? It will happen in, well, first it already started, right? Like the singularity phase, which is like AI over accelerating, like we're saying. Because I was thinking, like, I made predictions probably 10 years ago that wouldn't happen in like 15 or 10 even, so I would be wrong with my predictions. By the way, I deployed Prediction GPT if you want to use it. Prediction GPT, yeah, helps you track your predictions so that you become smarter. Singularity in the worst case, in the best case, will happen in 10 years, and in the worst case in 20. Meaning that if you're watching this and you're 50, if you work out, working out might be the difference between getting a heart attack soon or surviving till we have the cure to living forever, till we have the cure to depression, till we have the cure to cancer, till we have the cure for everything. And yeah, enough said. Let's do the 100 here. Yeah, the pain is real. And my dogs got scared. Oh. 200 left. And then we have the easy dippity and the hard fucking pull up. Yeah, and for background, the pull-ups, I was supposed to do 500, which is pure insanity. How did I get like to the 500? I was like, True it, hands can do 8,000, right? I can do 500. Ooh, chow, choo, 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 choo. No, no, no. I mean, for those of you that know what pull-ups are, you know, it's like pulling your buddy up a bar. Um, Pull-ups are insanely hard. I can do 10 at a time, and let's see how my muscle react, right? The muscle fatigue, but um, yeah, it's insanely hard. When it gets hard, I don't hide it, right? Like I think that's pretty bad from people, not only because if you're trying to share knowledge out there and you're not showing cards like most do, right? Um, you're just like ignoring a fundamental need of society, which is to share value, right? Win-win. Plus, you're also kidding yourself, right? So you're fucking with your own mental models and convincing yourself that something is not hard, then it's hard, and you're just not being realistic, right? So you can't scale on falsehoods. So I'm honest about like how things are. I think it's like a pain maturity level is like I don't care much about pain, you know, like will these 250 fucking pull-ups be harder than running for 26 hours, right? No. um, I've been through way bigger amounts of pains. The thing that will be interesting, though, I'll tell you that, it'll be very challenging with the pull-ups, is like I've been having these pains here, back, lower back, because of dips, because of pull-ups. So I'm sort of worried about that. Yeah, for one, because I'm like not sure if I'll be able to finish them, but for two, after the fucking workout, like I'm in bed and yeah, literally it's like not comfortable, right? It's like, oh man, lower back pain. And I've investigated that. I was like, is that like a fucking gallbladder issue? But it's not. And I have a remedy to that. Unfortunately, I don't have my Terragun. I lost it at my last 100K race. But I do have like a massage mat. So yeah, guys, when you're honest about things and how they are, that's called being gracious, flowing through hardships, right? Maturity, wisdom. The different types of pain. Well, first, let's start with like just pain, right? Like, what is pain? Pain is like a sensory signal. Of course, there's physical pain, then there's mental pain, right? So, some people amplify their physical pain because in their head it's like, oh my god, I'm gonna die. Cortisol spikes, and then it hurts way fucking more. They're also associating this specific period of time, their brain perception, their consciousness, with a negative experience, which makes it more painful, right? Physical pain, mental pain. Then there's like self-imposed pain, like the pain that I'm doing right now, which is ultimately beneficial because most of the pain in your life is not controlled. It's imposed on you from your environment, right? Your environment, I mean, the business stressors, right? Your close ones insulting you or whatever, the hardships of life. This type of pain is more painful than the one that's self-control. Why? Because right now I can stop the pain, right? I have control over it. If I have control over something, That means that, yeah, there's more predictability. That means that I have higher odds of survival as a human being, less cortisol, more fun. I can stop, I can calculate these things, I can do these series in number 100, 100, 100, and I can dance with the pain, right? I have control over it. Well, in most of the painful events in life, you don't have that control. But doesn't mean that it won't go away, that this pain will go away. Pain will stay, right? So what can you change? If life's pain doesn't go away, all you can change is how you view, how you perceive this pain, how you dance with this pain, so that when you face actual pain that you don't control in your life, you can manage it way better psychologically, right? So that's the thesis. And it's been researched. If you do hard sports, you understand that thesis, right? And you understand its validity. And that's why I do these things. That's why you should do these things. Control pain, impose it on you under your own terms, and from that grow immensely, right? It's pretty logic. So without further ado, let me take a swig and finish these abs, and then we're gonna proceed with the pull-ups. The pull-ups. I'm also gonna bring the dogs in because I think they're messing around. So let's finish this up, guys, and give us a good clap. I think speed is important when you do these things. Rhythm. We're done. So way less painful. Let me check the battery on the phone. So 63% should be good to finish this off. So just as a recap, we've done 1,200 jump squats, 1,200 jump lunges, 500 push-ups, and 500 abs here. So I'm pretty stoked about these results. I'm currently making the strategy to finish this up. The pull-ups will be hard. I'm like, oh, should I put some music? But there's this UltraHIIT thing, so I'm not gonna put some music. It's just gonna be me talking. And yeah, we're gonna go in my office. I'm gonna open up the door to the doggies, and we're gonna finish this up. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, and one has some plants in his eyes. That is my buddy Elvis. Elvis is the little bugger here. Always fucking around, always doing something like questionable. And yeah, we're gonna go up, finish up the pull-ups. So I'm gonna do my pull-ups in my office. The first half, I'm walking the stairs and like my quads are destroyed. We're gonna do the first half there. So yeah, it's done by 10, so it means like 12 sets, which is pretty hard. It's pretty significant. What a beautiful day here in Oaxaca. So let's put the phone here. And we're gonna start the pull-ups. Let's see my technique, right? Yeah, the technique is always criticized. I'm not like a pull-up expert, but yeah, without further ado, let us start. That's 10. How is my technique? I feel strong. I think it's the creatine. So the 10 were easy. I like the rhythm that I have. So let's keep this up. I will have to go to the bathroom in 5 sets. And that is my rational self-speaking, which is super useful when you do these things, right? You need a strategy. You need a reward. It's like, okay, I'm gonna do 60 and I'm gonna go to the bathroom, right? And it's pretty hard, but it's doable. So, in my office, I have on this wall right there the word grit. Actually, what's nice is that I'm doing my pull-up, and as soon as I rise over the bar, I keep seeing the word grit, right? So yesterday, as I finished up my day, I redid these I am affirmations. I stopped doing those for like, I don't know, a year. I am affirmations, they sort of reprogram your mind when you're talking negative against yourself, right? And right there on this wall, I'll show you. Grit. So this here is literally reprogramming my brain. Shit, I almost failed. Sorry, Wi-Fi. I didn't mean that. And yeah, why? Because I'm high as fuck right now on endorphins. And yeah, I keep seeing the word grit, right? Do you know what grit means? Pretty sure you do. But yeah, my question is more, what does grit mean to you, right? For some of us, it's like when you were having a baby, right? Like the time you needed to invest, the low sleep, right? What does grit mean to you? How do you achieve grit? How do you cultivate grit, right? And the other question I have for you, of course, is how do you reprogram your brain? Right? You have ways to reprogram your brain. Hey. So, by reprogramming your brain, is that every now and then we get poopy pants, right? We get like all the PD party, poopy pants, PD party, poopy pants, PD party, poopy pants. I will make a song about that with AI. And in these periods, you have two choices, right? You can continue like being in this pity party and engaging into excuses and engaging into a destructive downward spiral. Never underestimate like how quick you can fuck yourself and your life up, right? It only takes a couple of hours. It only takes you like getting in this shitty mindset and start destroying everything around you. So in these moments, what are you doing? Are you engaging in your normal conditioned response, which is just destroying everything, or are you reprogramming yourself actively? It might look silly, right? These IM videos, these visualization videos, but guess what? It's not. It's working. You absolutely need to take a step back, biohack yourself, change your state, and from that, completely change a shitty fucking situation into the best day ever of your life. And obviously I'm exaggerating here, but my point is a bad day is not a bad day until you make it one. So let's go for 40 here. The thing with this bar is that I'm not sure if it's gonna hold me. Yeah, because it's one of these retractable telescopic bar. It's not like the bar that I have on the roof. But we're gonna finish up on the roof. I said 40, right? So I'll do 20 more. I'll go to the bathroom for a little pee-pee, and I'm gonna finish 120 on the roof here. The roof bar, I think it's harder because it's like it's higher. Yeah, I've been sort of disappointed with myself with as of late with my fitness routine. I have a coach, but I've not been putting enough time. That was up until yesterday, and today I think yesterday I really wowed myself. And you see that's the momentum of today. I didn't actually plan to do an UltraHIIT today. It was on my mind, but guess what? Like my procrastinating mind, it pushed it back, and then here we are today. I'm like, fuck it, let's do it, right? And that's how you create momentum out of thin air. So let's go for 50. Getting harder, getting scarier. I think I'm stronger like upper body, so that's good. But I'm not sure how negative momentum or negative compounding can affect the upper body muscles, right? I told you that my legs, especially me, they're not getting tired. My legs, they can just go on forever. But yeah, let's see. It's always scary when you do something new, right? It's always scary. Let me get a chair here. It's scary because, yeah, you're in the unknown, right? So I think today or yesterday, or today or tomorrow, you'll see a quote that I posted about Dune, my favorite movie. You know, like fear not type of quote. And yeah, when you're engaging into the unknown, yeah, shit can get pretty scary, but it's normal. You're discovering. So why not reframe this beginner's mindset, which is to be scared about everything new you engage in, and start thinking a new way, like in a discovery way, right? Oh, I'm in this new jungle. This is fun. I'm exploring my limits. I'm exploring this new terrain. I'm learning, right? I think you can change it to that. So that's 60. Bathroom break. I'll be back. And I'm coming back without a shirt. Why? Because I'm bodybuilding and I want to know how I look. front and back. Do I do bodybuilding to look good in the mirror? No. I do it as an experiment before anything else. And second, I love the fact that bodybuilding is so measurable and so aligned with how I improve as a human being. Meaning that every day that I weigh myself, I'm seeing that I went up a notch, right? So it's so measurable, it's so like 1% better every day philosophy aligned that, yeah, it's good fun. So it's 70. Oof. So, from what I'm seeing right now, I'm not sure how much the pull-up part is gonna scale. Meaning that, yeah, like I'm at 70 now. I want to do 250, and visibly, I'm getting less and less explosive at the top. So we might have to modify the strategy. Yeah, that should be interesting. You know what I'll do? I'll pop 2 supplements, and that should give me pretty significant power. I'll show you what they are. So I'm in Mexico, right? So this one is called Men's Blend. Men's Blend, and has BCAAs and creatine inside, so you almost can pop these like Tic Tacs if they don't slip out of my hand. We're going for 80 now. So yeah, my first company was a nootropic company, right? So a supplement for the brain, and this biohacker knowledge of mine, it helps me in so many ways, right? It's just crazy. It's like, it's the strategic part of my brain, and it's like, okay, I'm 70 deep, we are about to do 250, we're gonna do it, but it's like, how, right? And then it's like the muscular fatigue. What is needed for muscular fatigue, supplements-wise, let me give you a couple of ingredients here. So B complex for sure, L-arginine, or arginine, I always forget, creatine, and I mean, yeah, there's BCAAs in there as well. L-leucine, L-isoleucine, L-valine. So shout out to Be Life, that's not paying me yet. You guys should pay me. Let's go for 80. Alright, so we are at 80. 50 more till we go up. Enjoy the last bits of the sun here on this Saturday. So if you can see in the camera, I'm not looking, especially the abdomen, right? It's like not fully in shape, but a couple of comments for that. If you talk to me when I start my day with an empty stomach, I mean, I'm gonna look fucking ripped, right? And 2, it's all about lighting, angle, and perception. If you didn't already know, like you'll see me up in the sun, I'll look ripped, right? 3rd, is it really important to look ripped? Not really. I would rather be very realistic about this whole scheme of things. I'm not looking for a new life partner, although I look sexy as fuck to her, my wife, Nadia. So I'm not chasing that. But the goal as a man is to protect your family, right? When you're protecting your family, it means power, speed, strength, right? I practice MMA, and related to training, I'm really powerful. I'm very strong, you know. So I will prioritize that any day. And the last comment that I'll make, and yeah, obviously that looks like I'm defending myself. Maybe I am. This journey of bodybuilding, it takes a long time, and your body will go through multiple phases of metamorphosis until you can get that perfect picture, right? Which people will have on their social media, like the bodybuilding competition, which will last a day literally. So yeah, some philosophy on body appearances here. A lot of people, they're obsessed with that, right? It's cool when you start in life. You can go check my pictures on YouTube and Insta and all that, but this is not the point. So let's go for 90, so that we only have 40 left. And the last ones are pretty tricky. I think the creatine pills, they'll help. Maybe what I'll do, I'll pump a couple more just to finish the workout. And that is legit. By the way, for those of you that don't believe in nootropics, yeah, definitely something that you should leverage, right? It's just like people saying, oh, you build a VC-funded business, you built a marketing-fueled business. It's not fair. You're making 10 million more, but yeah, no, it's not a fair comparison. It is a fucking fair comparison. The rules of the game are, I mean, you can define them. They're not clear, but once you define them, they're there. And you should use everything in your power to actually finish what you said you would and to accomplish your goals. So nootropics, whether back then in my days it was students, taking them to get better grades, students or entrepreneurs to perform better in their business. You can take them. Now, people cheating in sport, that's not cool because there's rules, right? And if I specifically train that way without disadvantage and the rules are clear, you're a bitch for cheating. But this here will certainly help me, and it is allowed. So yeah, if you're into sports, you know that. So we're about to hit a significant milestone, which is 100, right? 100 fucking pull-ups. I can definitely feel the creatine from the pills that I pump, and I will tell you that when you do sports, in any sports, it's super important to breathe. So right now I'm like Wim Hof breathing, right? And this clearly gives me like more adrenaline and testosterone even. So yeah, fundamental. Breathing is fundamental. Not only in what I'm doing right now, trying to achieve like a new personal record, but yeah, like in triathlon, in marathons and ultra marathons. I mean, you're stuck with some conditions you can control for like 24, 30 hours, right? One is your breath. And people, they try to control their heartbeats. Mine is pretty low right now, so I should be doing more of these. Let's go with 110. But yeah, you control what you can control, right? And that one's pretty obvious. Ooh, 110. So we're about to head up. I'm gonna go fetch some solar cream to not be burned alive. There's 20 more to go here, and after that there's gonna be 120 on the roof. What I will do though, I will do 50 more here, so that we only have 100 to do on the roof. That's just another small strategy to win. You know, like if your brain thinks in numbers and is convinced by, even if it's not real, right? You're in the 2 digits now. You don't need to worry. It's almost done. Do it. Like, shout out to Danny, their dermatologist. She would kill me if I wouldn't put this on. Solar cream. Shout out to Brian Johnson as well. I used to be like, Brian Johnson's not right on the sun, right? But he is right. Sun can fuck with your skin. So let's go with 50 more here, guys. Alright, so getting hold of the technique here. I am not gonna pop more supplements, so I think I got this at this point. And thinking strategically, I'm going out tonight, eating some dumplings, so yeah, I just don't want to be over creatined. Should be fine. 40 more to go. So 2 hour 40 is the longest UltraHIIT that I did here for sure. Yeah, it's certainly an interesting experience. I'll make shorts out of these, you know. The thing is, like, how can you stay interesting on a live to people for like literally 3 fucking hours? I think I can, but maybe not in that context, because like I'm like doing pull-ups at the same time. Like, who will listen to that, right? People that are working out, people that are working at their jobs. Some people, like my wife, they love watching a movie or watching content while they're working, right? Maybe that would appeal to these people. So let's go. We have 40 more. Yeah, last ones are pretty hard. 30 more to go. What's cool about these is that not only you're like explosive physically, mentally, but it's a long process. And I think that related to my obsession business, right? This is what you just put the fan here. This is what you need to have in business. It's not just condition, but it's also explosion and speed, right? So this is a combo of both. So you get like the testosterone, animalistic, adrenalinistic part of me doing these exercises, but you also get the strategic Charles, right? Oh, let's go down, let's go up, let's go for some water, let's go for some supplement, let's go for a sunscreen, let's plug this phone, right? So, yeah, I like these. 30 more. So let's get it done. Fucking up my hands also, but we have gloves upstairs. We have small rewards, right? So yeah, 30 more. Oof, okay. Yeah, the pause wasn't big enough. My muscle, they need like some recovery. So yeah, maybe longer pauses. We only have 20 more left. So you're starting to see these hands here. But yeah, we have gloves. So again, shout out to UltraHIIT, Haynes, to inspire this one for another edition of this one, because it's not the first. this guy, he basically has some custom made gloves, right? Um, the YouTube algorithm is so interesting, right? Like right now there's 0 people, there's 1 person actually, and it's like, why would YouTube refer my shit to this person at this moment? So I think what they're doing, and by the way I'm launching a newsletter to explain that, is they're favoring views at the beginning of the live, right? But after that, it depends on the live keyword that I mentioned to the preferences of the person that's opening their YouTube. To me, it's a fascinating algorithm. The YouTube thing, it's infinitely complex. And I think it does its job well, but I mean, it's missing out. How many points? Let me grab a swig of water. I'll do 10 more, and then we'll only have 10 left. We're at 140 now. 140 pull-ups. What's your personal best? My personal best right now. I've never done that much in a day. I'm yawning because the pull-up, it works that muscle here and all these muscles there, which are responsible for breathing. And yeah, definitely works on that. So 10 left, and then we go to the roof. We do the dips. The dips, I think I really didn't challenge myself much. It's like 250. How many more? And then we go up. 500 dips, 100 pull-ups on the roof. Here we go, guys. Almost done here. Okay, so way less strength, as you can see. We have 100 more left, so we're gonna go on the rooftop. Alrighty. Bring the phone. Just 100 left, so pretty significant, right? Pretty good. Pretty satisfied with this. So yeah, doing well so far. I think I didn't mention this before. This is another part from the momentum. It's like I think it's alone and his general confidence is that, yeah, when you really get into it, when you really get deep, it's like one, right? So you can sort of relax. So let's bring the hat on. So the sun is not too hard right now, so should be good to finish the workout up. We're gonna put this phone. It is here. Right. So let's see. It's like the sun is pretty hard. Sort of gotta cover my phone. Look at this. I'm directly facing, trying to build a little miniature bunker here. Alright, so gonna work. Anyway, I'm not sure if the phone's gonna wait. Hopefully not. Let's start the a record here. Have 100 more left. Put the gloves. The 500 dips, I can do them in 10. In 50, I mean. And we're gonna do 10 of them. So, without further ado, I'll just roll. I'm actually gonna put this phone here, right there. Yes. All right, let's go, guys. Woo. So the bar is harder. Not sure if you could see. Some struggle. Yay. There's only one dog that followed. I get some water. There's some inflammation in my body, in my tummy. I don't know why. You know, like, what did I eat today? Tuna, egg, kefir. I kept it pretty simple. Maybe my coffee. Let's go for 20. So this bar is tougher for some reason. Maybe because it moves a bit more. Yeah, definitely tougher. Maybe because the event is we're almost like hitting the end of the event. So maybe my body's getting tired. But I ain't shook. Maybe I'll hydrate just a bit more. Yeah, maybe I think my breathing, right? Like maybe some struggle with my breathing. So next one I'll just focus on the exhalation, the speed, the power. Yeah, body's a bit confused by technique. We're almost 3 hours in, which is a badge of honor. The longer it takes, the better. Let's go for 30. Woo. Next up is 40. And even when you think you're done, it's like challenges never stops, you know. I'm at 40 now, there's 60 left, and yeah, obviously the demon is still there. I'm going for 50 more. The demon is like, shit, this is hard, right? This pull-up bar is harder than the other one. It is. So yeah, the demon's still there. It never goes away, right? It's like your survival instinct. It just doesn't go away. So you need to learn how to deal with it. Just like this little buddy here, it keeps getting my way. So let's go with 50. Oh, yeah, so the bar is way higher. This is not simplifying the task for me. But yeah, part of the game. Yeah, the bar is it's higher, and it sort of moves. So it's not the bar I had downstairs. So then it's like my brain. Okay, we have 50 more. What do we do? Yeah, we're gonna do sets of 5 to finish this up. Unfortunately, it's gonna take more time, but we're gonna fully do them. All right, let's go with 5. We've got 10 sets of 5, so pretty easy to keep track of. All right, that's 1. 9 more to go. Looks pretty easy. And then we have dips. Dippity dips. Which should be easy. Yeah, pull-ups is like the best exercise ever. It works so many muscles. So imagine I did 500 today. Not even if Guinness can count them all, but this guy threw at hands. He did 8K. Isn't that crazy? More to go. I would have to analyze his strategy and can just ask ChatGPT, I guess, but maybe he did slow down after some time. I think the bar is different, but I think obviously my body is getting tired. So let's do another one so that we have 7 more to go. To go. Yeah, it's it's like it's valleys and mountain highs. It's like everything, right? But as time passes, I mean, yeah, when you do an ultra race, it's you have your highs, you have your lows. It just never stops. I think, yeah, one constant of life is that there's nothing that's constant, right? So you sort of expect these change of plans, these re-strategizing, and yeah, to get you to the finish line, right? Let's do another one. So we only have 6 more to go. I think hand grip is important too. Where did you place your hands? Yeah, pretty happy with myself. Only 6 more to go. I thought, yeah, the pull-ups part scared me, so I'm glad that we would be done with that. Not sure if I can. So, hide the sun. Maybe not as ready because my cap will be stuck. I'm gonna grab a swig of water, and then we only have 6 more to go. Alright, after that, only 5 more. Big win. Celebrate small wins. With this bar, you need to be pretty explosive, else you don't get to the top. So 5 more reps, and then we have 250 pull-ups done, which is pretty significant. I mean, 8,000 pull-ups the guy did. How crazy is that? Four more to after that one. Should I put the weight vest on? With the weight vest on, I couldn't even do one. Four more to go. 4 more, guys. 20 reps, and we're at 250. Oh, we have a chicatana here. So I have a chicatana here. This is a species that is native to Oaxaca. I don't know if it bites, but it's beautiful. I'm not sure if you can see it. It's really special. Look at this. A chicatana. So they eat this in Oaxaca. Let's finish this up, guys. 4 more to go, and do this one free. All right, 3 more. And we did. Oh, yeah, very hard. Very hard to pull apart. I sort of expected it, right? Because I've been using this bar. I've had it for like 2 weeks, and yeah, I've just seen that it is way higher, way harder. But we only have 3 more. 3 more whips and we Gucci. I think my dog's trying to eat the chicatan. Knowing this little guy. 3 more, guys. 2 more. Not my prettiest reps, but I think by this point my body's jacked up. It's been 3 hours. So I am 10 reps away from 250 pull-ups. Just as I said previously, right? It's important to test your limits, but to also set reasonable goals. And that is a perfect example here. If I would have 500 pull-ups to do, man, sure, there's a Parkinson law, right? Parkinson law is like, oh, whatever goals you set for yourself, you're gonna adapt and do them, right? Whether you want to do this task in 10 hours or 5, it's gonna take you 10 or 5 hours in both cases, right? But yeah, once you've set very ambitious goals for yourself, once you are self-aware, once you're plugged with quote-unquote reality, and you have immense sources of data, you realize that you actually need to set reasonable goals. I've done moonshots, I've done easy goals, and yes, the equilibrium is right in between, right? But yeah, I can tell you that 500 pull-ups, yeah, especially with this bar, shit, would have been a hustle. And yeah, I always study the greats. I always study people that have reached these moonshots goals of yours, right? So in this case, I am interested at a UltraHIIT goal. I always have problems pronouncing his last name, Heinz. And yes, he's hunting the poor little thing. This little guy. He has like a very, very strong instinct. This dog. Hey, Lucky. And yeah, I'll study this guy. I'll just see how he have reached his goal, right? And yeah, get better at pull-ups. Let's finish up the last 5 and get rolling with the dips. The deepy deeps. Yeah, so hard. So hard. We're done. For the dips, I'm gonna use 2 bars here. One is this one, and I have another one behind. So let's see if I start with the one behind, and I shift to this one. So easier one, quote unquote. Why am I doing that? Is it because I'm lazy? I'm tired because I'm done or dumb? Maybe, but another good question is like, why 2 dip bars? Why 2 pull-up bars? Why 2 boxing bags? They all have their functions, right? And yeah, dips are one of the best exercises out there. So yeah, I have 2 of these bars. So let's see, let's finish this up. I have 500 dips. Hopefully we're gonna do sets of 50. Hopefully. And get this over with. Dips should be way easier, by the way. Why? Because it's pecs. I mean, it's triceps also, but in my case, I mostly use my pecs. And then we'll be finally fucking done. And how will we solve it? IDK. So let us start, guys. Final set. Ooh. Okay. So another animal we have here. Dips. Sort of botched the last ones, but yeah, 50. Interesting. 50. It doesn't get easier, guys. It really doesn't. So yeah, they were hard, but on what, you know? Is the question I'm asking. Not on my triceps. I think it was on my cardio. In my confusion, maybe I should just breathe. Observing my dog, analyzing this insect. This poor little insect. And yeah, if 50 is too much for whatever visceral reaction, can switch 25, but we're on our way there. We're on our way there. Yeah, dips are hard. Sort of the opposite of pull-ups, one could say. But yeah, let us finish this up because I have an event to attend in actually an hour, so be pretty tight on time. So my gut is like moving around, but yeah, we're 20% there. And a nice rest, we should be on time, which is exactly the opposite of what I mentioned, right? Don't give a shit about time and so forth, but I've always been a just on time guy, by the way, for those that know me, aka like full efficiency guy. I don't arrive a minute early, I arrive 30 seconds on time, before or after. So yeah, it's Saturday and I'm gonna go celebrate that. Trust me on that. My triceps are destroyed. Back two, so let's go. So definitely not doing the 90 degrees angle thing. It's not like a technique competition. At this point, truth be told, it's like getting shit done thing. Been working out for 3 hours and 15 minutes now, so yeah, it's about time, right? So there's two more, and I'll switch to these bad boys here. We done. We done. How will you guys enjoy your weekend? It's always interesting for me to learn how fellow founders and CEOs enjoy their weekends. You go to that social clubs, you have a founder friend that you dine with, you go out with your buddies, or are you the simple type, right? Just Netflix, popcorn, and relaxing sort of. Because recovery is important, right? Recharging. I'll let you know of ways of how I recharge after the weekend. Maybe I'll do my fucking dips better. I think it's probably the exercise I do the less good. I'll rewatch tape like they said. But still happy with my performance. My gut is like reacting, I think, to the pills that I've taken. Hey. And yeah, I'm glad because it's my last set on this one. And then I'll switch to yellow bars. And we Gucci gooch. So yeah, I gotta celebrate the small wins for the actual bigger one to happen. I know my gut is fucked up also because there's inflammation. I've seen that on tape previously. So I was like, what caused that, right? I have a biohacker GPT that I chat with on a daily basis. Yeah, it helps me make better decisions. I give it data, it gives me back data, and we make decisions off that. Was it this food? Was it that food? Was it this stressor? So, yeah, I love it. So, I don't like this fucking bar. I think I wrongly installed something here. It's like moving on one side. So, happy to switch to the one for kids. Before that, let us take a breather. Let us take a breather. As the sun is going down, I am 250 dips away from completing this crazy challenge. And for that, I am immensely proud of myself. And yeah, this needs to end because I have shit I need to attend to. So without further ado, let us start. So this one is actually maybe harder for some fucking reason. So yeah, guys, it just didn't fucking get easier. Breathe, Charles. We're almost done. Yeah. Yeah, so at this moment I'm like hitting the self-pity, right? And that is right before we're done. This happens, guys. My last 100K race, we were 9 kilometers for finishing, and my partner wanted to give up after 91 fucking kilometers. And by the way, it was downhill after that, right? It doesn't get easier. There's also people that have given up on race literally like 1K before finishing because the pain compounds because they can't control their mindset. And that is terrible. You can't really build on defeats. I've got to build on victories. So yeah, it doesn't get any better. In my case, I get that way, especially when my gut goes to shit, right? My gut, yeah, when it's not like top shape, like right now, it's not good because of the supplement. Maybe I overdid the BCAA, who knows? No, it's not super good. So taking out these glasses, seeing reality with these new eyes, these new lens, and yeah, let's finish this up. There's only 4 sets remaining, right? Then I'm done. But my question for you is, what do you do when you don't have anything left in the tank? What do you do when your mind is playing tricks on you? What do you do when your gut is not cooperating, right? What do you do? I continue. I don't listen to it. I breathe. Oh shit. Oh, I am dizzy. Only 3 sets left, 150 dips, and after 3 hours and a half, we'll be done. And I think my wife is arriving. Yes, she is. I can always hear her come on the motorcycle, so I'll start my last set in, well, my third set in like 40 seconds, and then maybe she'll go up and see me and give me last words of encouragement. Wait a second. Yeah, my wife is very true. A lot of people say that, but yeah, it's true, you know. For us alpha males with scalable intentions, they are a rock, right? They support us. They're like our mom in some sense, you know. When shit gets hard, I really love seeing my wife, right, at the races, and I get all emotional and shit. But yeah, it's true. In the end, there's only love, guys. Two more. Estoy terminando mi workout, baby. Ah, se terminó el live. Me falta 2. 6:30. So my body's completely ripped. My triceps and this was a very bold challenge, and yeah, I've gone through it. Final words of celebration. To water. To water. Water. I mean, water is life, right? And yeah, without this hydration, I couldn't have completed that. So I'm grateful for water. Water. Oh, my legs are destroyed, by the way, too. Of course. Of course they are, Charles. So 50 more, guys. I am happy. But let's not give up the savage mindset. This is so hard. Oh shit, even like raising my arms is a challenge. So yeah, congrats Charles, you completely destroyed your body for a fourth time. Oh man. But yeah, that is a hell of an accomplishment. So taking off my gloves for this last one. Gotta touch the bar with my bare hands. Hey! Get in there. Oh no, my wife is struggling with the dogs. These doggy doggos. Let's finish this up, guys, before life catches up. All right, so final rep. We're celebrating here. If you've tuned to this video, I dedicate this one to you. And if you can complete the challenge, hats off. Socks off, shirts off. Let's fucking do it. So hard. So hard. Even the last rep is it's not getting easier. Guys, thanks for tuning in. I'm leaving after 3 hours 30 after 1,800 calories. We're done. Wishing you a nice weekend. I earned my dumplings.